Hello and welcome back to Retro Renovations.
Hello.
In our last video the microphone was playing up and we don't know why.
We have no idea why, so we're just giving it a go now and make sure it's working fine.
So I'm going to tell you a story. Share it with you.
Once upon a time.
Retro renovations do not go away.
I'm going to tell you a difference between Asda and Waitrose. Yeah, Peggy, you know this story, so you see how far she remembers it. So a few years ago, I used to be a shop manager, and seagull agreed. And well, covered many different towns and cities and so on. And because I'm a cover manager, so that's that. They sent us loads of different places. Anyway, one of the big towns had an Asda. And I'm going to stereotype here. You arrive by train or by bus or by car. It doesn't really matter how you get there, does it?
No.
Doesn't really matter how you get there. You've got to get through the car park to get to the main door. And there's blaming Vauxhall coursers. Your life's in your hands. You're trying to get through and what have you, and you know, huffing and puffing.
And that's just Chloe.
Yeah, try. You eventually make it to the path, and you run up to the door, and it doesn't open because they want you to go to that door, which is the other end of the town. So you march off. And the door opens, and someone with a massive badge that was like their 40th birthday says, "I'm a happy helper. My name is Simon. How can I help you?" "I'd like to get my breath back because you wanted me to use this door. Thank you." So you go in, and you can't help it. Have you ever had this? Have you ever had this? I'll ask you, have you ever had this? You can't help going up and down the aisle and picking up someone's conversation.
You always hear people's conversations and all you want to do is answer them.
So in Asda, and this is not stereotypical, this is what I have listened to. Poor little Jimmy. I don't know what I'm going to do for Monday. And the other lady goes, why? The washing machine's broke. I ain't got the washing machine. I ain't got the detergent. The catalogue's maxed out. We can't possibly get another. And even if we did have anything on the catalogue, they ain't going to deliver us a washing machine this weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do for school. They're going to think he's the chav of the school. What are we going to do? No school uniform. So you think, I feel a bit sorry for them, but what can you do? Get out of the aisle. So you get down the other aisle, and you got two people going. Can't decide which cider. If I have this cider, it'll be blotter in an hour, and if I have this cider, it'll be 10 minutes. But this one's 40p difference. Don't know if I can survive 40p. Oh. So anyway, that's Asda. So fair play to them. I buy what I went in there for, to go and get my lunch, so that I can cover this shop for a bit and go to work and have a reasonable day. Yes. I'm just seeing Jack. Hello, Jackie boy. I've turned into a dog. Hello. Right. Can I talk to the people now? Right. So then, another day, and I end up going excuse me, you're covering me in hair. Yes, thank you. Another day, and I get off this. I has to park. I didn't know the blimmin' shop that I was at that particular day had a car park, because they told me there was no parking in this particular shop, and it was a very, very posh place. And you know what posh places are like? You cannot park.
You simply can't park
You
there,
cannot
dear.
park. Ha. So, I goes to this posh town, which I will not mention. Some people who know me knows where it is. And they have a Waitrose.
Have a Waitrose,
They
dear.
have a Waitrose, yes. So anyway, bearing in mind... Yes, I know. Bearing in mind the conversation in Asda about poor little Jimmy and his washing machine,
Or what cider?
and what side the other chap's going to have, by which time he's probably laying in some bus shelter by now. That was all the day before. So this is a completely different end of the scale. So I'm walking up this aisle, looking, thinking, what am I going to have for my lunch? I better get it, because I've got to get this shop open. And I can't help but picking up this conversation. There's 4 ladies in the aisle. And there this lady's going, Jean, I can't tell you how much of a disgrace it was. It was completely unacceptable, Jean. I can't believe it. And Jean goes, oh, I don't know. What do you think, Beryl? And Beryl goes, we can't have her come with us again. It was such an embarrassment. I don't think I can show my face again in public if she's around. I won't live it down. It's scarred me for life. I'm thinking,
What has this person done?
exactly that. What the hell has this person done? So anyway, the quiet one, which I don't know her name, leans forward to the other 2 and goes, I have never seen anything like it in my life. I don't think we can book that service again. So I'm thinking, I can't leave this aisle. I need to know what this lady's done, because poor little Jimmy ain't going to get his washing done in Asda, and the other chap's already probably chose his drunk his cider by now. But this lot have had some kind of major disaster, and I'm like,
What is it?
what is it?
Tell me.
Where can I linger in Waitrose and possibly look at that I look like I'm going to afford?
The toffee yum yums.
Yum yums.
They're actually quite nice from there.
So anyway, I wanders up and down the aisle, and to my delight, I find the things that I like. Meringue.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
sweet for me.
Yeah, well, you know you can get the little plastic tubs in meringue.
Yeah.
But this is bloody Waitrose.
Yeah, but it's still quite a good price there.
Anyway, I had to pay
Jack.
for these expensive meringues. And sorry, Waitrose, they're really lovely, and you know, good value for money and everything. We're not knocking anything, but I wanted to know what this poor lady had possibly done, because she's not there to defend herself.
Did you find out?
Yeah.
And what was it?
Beryl leant forward to Jean, and she goes, well, there is no action for it. When everyone gets on the coach, we'll just have to make sure they've got their National Trust card on them. Because if someone who's a member has to pay again, it's an embarrassment, and we are not all standing in a queue while Jean, another Jean, can't find her National Trust card. I mean, come on, it's embarrassment. We'll never be able to go back there again. We'll have to choose another gardens. And the other one leant forward and went, I didn't think much of the cream teas either. Jack.
Say cream teas. Yeah, okay, you can understand why they might complain about a cream tea. But forgetting your card? That's just stupid. Because you may have thought it was in that bag. But in fact it's in that bag. Come on,
Yeah,
women.
but if you live in this
We've
place,
got-
they probably had 50 bags.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
One bag was in the East Wing and the other one was in the West Wing.
But it was actually in the bag that was in the south wing.
Yeah. And what kind of coach did they go on? Must have been painted gold. So my question is, are they all first world problems? Because not having a washing machine, well, that's still a first world problem, isn't it? But the difference was they were paying it all on tick, and poor little Jimmy wasn't going to go to school with his school uniform like that. Put the bloody school uniform in the sink and do some manual work.
You may have missed the part of the conversation where she's telling her friend may have said to her, bring it over and I'll wash it.
Still a first world problem. Actively do something about it. But I kept my lips sealed.
And the cider?
I let him choose that. I wasn't really worried about the cider. Just fine, mate. Choose whichever suits you for your budget, and you want to get rat-assed on, fine. You know, that's not the issue. The issue is watch out for the flipping cars going all over the supermarket, because they drive like mayhem out there. And if you're a bit tipsy on cider, you may be bouncing over a Vauxhall Corsa bonnet out there. So it's much safer in a Waitrose car park.
Just don't forget your card.
Just don't forget your card.